I cannot tell you, it is like so frustrating. I don't know if you can see my curls because we just got back from the pool. I think after almost 9 years of vlogging, maybe I've reached my quota for camera issues. I'm like vlogging and then it runs out of space or it runs out of battery. And I'm like, I'm just trying to say something. Anyway, got a new battery. Okay, what was I saying? I said, you can probably tell we got back from swim because of my curls. The battery's dying? No. Okay, I'm gonna say this really fast. Anyway, I got back from swimming. I saw on my phone I had missed a call. It was the infusion center. You guys know I've been going to this to a big infusion center at the hospital for my Vyepti. It takes so long just because of the big hospital system to get, okay, it's a 30-minute infusion. I am there for like 3 or 4 hours. And I come accessed. Like, I cannot tell you, it is like so frustrating. So after however many months, a year of doing this, I've decided that I'm going to switch to, it's still within the hospital system, but a different location of infusion center. So we did all the paperwork, the insurance approval, all of that. So they called a schedule, finally. I've been working on this for probably 2.5 months or something. They called a schedule and they were like, drink 12 to 16 ounces of water. And I was like, oh, okay. They were like, do you know about drinking 12 to 16 ounces of water? And I was like, they never said that to me before, but I can do that. And she's like, it's to get your IV, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I have a port and I will come accessed, so that's not a problem. And she was like, oh, that's amazing. And then she started asking questions about why I would be accessed, which some days I gave up on the camera. Battery died, don't know where another one is, so that's okay. It's hours later, by the way. Okay. I think I was just saying, yeah, she was telling me like their policy about drinking 16 ounces so that they can place the IV. And I was like, yeah, oh, I have a port, I'll come accessed. Anyway, basically it's the same exact hospital system as what I'm always at for my infusions. It's just a different location. But she was saying about the policy, and I was like, well, sometimes I have another infusion, so sometimes I'm already accessed for that reason. But basically she was saying like their policy is I can't be accessed already. But it doesn't really make sense, because what if I was on home IVs or something or had another infusion? They're not going to de-access and re-access. Like, so anyway, they have to look into that stuff. In the meantime, that just is like stressful to me. You guys know my history with my ports. I've had ports since I was 15 years old, or however old I was. I think I was 15. Anyway, I've always been independent with it. And Peter and I have been independent with it. And I just don't feel comfortable having a whole bunch of people doing my port. We know what sterile protocol was followed, and that's how I've never had a port infection. You can still get a port infection even with using, I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, we'd like to keep it the way that works well for our family. And my CF team has no problem with it. Like, they totally support me with port independence and all that. Side note, I feel super shaky. My blood sugar is fine. I don't know why I feel shaky. I just don't feel right. So Peter has Elijah, they're outside. And I decided not to just sit. Oh, my hand is literally shaking. I'm so confused. Whatever. I decided instead of just sitting, I made soup, as you do, right? So I made chicken, what is it? White chicken chili. Peter loves white chicken chili, so I made white chicken chili and I added extras. I pulled out about a cup of soup and then I added brown rice, homemade beans that I made and froze, and then some shredded zucchini just to kind of beef it up a little for the baby. And then this can feed him for a few few different meals, or we could freeze some of it or whatever. So that's what I'm doing currently. But anyway, I got that call back today about the port situation, and the person who's going to look at the different policies doesn't come back for 2 more days. Mind you, I've been working on this for 2.5 months. Like, it's just catching me at a moment of like, hey, I get it. Policies are important. Policies are part of what makes healthcare predictable. That's not even the right word, but policies are important. But there are notes in the chart, in my chart, that from the same hospital system, that from the infusion center, that says patient arrives with port access, is independent with port care. Like, it says all that. So I just don't know why we can't. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I'll just say that. But my CF team knows that this is going on, so if I need help, they can help me. But for now, I wait another few days to hear back from the infusion center. Woo! Not a great moment to be talking about this while I feel shaky, but you guys get it. There's not a great moment to deal with health stuff, just the everyday calls and health stuff that you got to deal with when you have a chronic illness. I remember why I brought that up. I was going to say, when I came out of the pool and saw that I had missed that call and saw the little blurb from the voicemail, I made myself call immediately, call them back, and instead of waiting and let it eat my brain. What if she says this? What if she says that? I just called immediately. So that's my recommendation. If possible, don't put it off. Just do the call. From experience, I've waited, I've put it off before, and it just eats my brain. So here's my soup. I'm excited to eat. Even though my blood sugar's not low, eating sounds like a good idea. So, okay. And this was a great soup to make. It was kind of like a freezer clean out. You guys are into gymnastics these days. That was quite a flip you guys did. Freezer clean out. Cooked brown rice that I had previously made. Shredded chicken. It looked seasoned. I don't know what it was from, but it was shredded chicken. So there you go. Cooked shredded chicken. And then the end of a bag of corn. The end of some garlic. It was great. It's a great soup to dump everything in. Some cream cheese, some different spices. It's wonderful. Okay. I'm doing a ton better. I'm not as shaky. I feel normal. I just laughed so hard. I decided to watch one of our oldest videos, Baby Food Challenge, and the Bean Boozled Challenge. I recommend both of them. I think they are so hilarious. Peter without his beard, baby Peter, and anyway, I just got done laughing so hard, and I was about to do the dishes, and I remembered this evening on our way to Krispy Kreme, we had coupons that we were so excited to use for a free donut. And on our way there, I stopped at the thrift store, and it was really fun. And I wanted to show you guys what I got, and then I'm gonna put them in the dishwasher to wash. So one thing I got is this like vintage white, maybe 3-cup, maybe 4-cup bowl for $3.99. It's like a textured bottom, but it's just a glass bowl. And I don't know what drew me in about this, but I just loved it. I think partly what drew me in was this this bowl that I have. That was my grandmother's. She's still alive, but she was getting rid of this and she gave it to me, and I love using it. It's like a mint green, that like glass, vintage colored Yeah, that, and I love it. So when I saw this white one, it reminded me of this, and I guess that's why I loved it. So, and I have kind of a fear of this guy breaking, so I don't know, I guess I felt security in buying this, but I think it's so cute, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, next, I was very excited in the kitchen section today. Also, I got this 4-cup Pyrex. I figured sometimes I do small recipes, and so like this would be as like big enough for a mixing bowl. And then I thought with the measuring on the side, anyway, after I bought it, which I'm glad I bought it, and I have another one, hold on. I have this 2-cup version that it's all worn off. It's still a totally functional little pouring thingy, and you can still see the measurements a little bit. But anyway, I don't need the 2-cup and the 4-cup, so I'm just gonna keep the 4-cup because I think that's a size that I will use more often. But I remembered I already have a 4-cup one. I suppose I was in some sort of memory vortex when I was in the thrift store because I was so excited about it. This was also $3.99. I'm excited about it. So I'm gonna donate this one, and somebody who just needs a pouring vessel can use that one, but you can still see the measuring things on it. Okay, and then lastly, this was $4.99, and it's a case of mason jars. I believe these 6 have never been used. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, they've never been taken out of the plastic. So those 6 are new, and they are kind of like this shape. And then the 6 on this side, somebody was just, you know, getting rid of jars, so they put them on this side of the case. And it's a few different sizes. This size, and then like this size. And I've been using little jars like that a lot recently. I make Elijah's oatmeal a few days ahead of time, and I put them in little individual sized jars in the fridge. And then I made yogurt for the first time ever. I don't know if I will end up doing that frequently, but when I saw this for $4.99, and sometimes at the thrift store, even just one jar is like $1.99. So I thought this is a good deal no matter what. And I can share them, like my best friend makes jelly all the time or that sort of thing. So if she needs some jars, she can have some jars. I'll have plenty to share. But I was excited. And then what I do is I use plastic lids on these like this. And that's how I store them in the refrigerator. I will now wash this lid because it's been on the unwashed jar. That's fine. It'll go in the dishwasher. So I was excited about that, and I'm excited to feel better. I'm excited I had donut. I'm excited that I watched the Bean Boozled challenge and the baby food challenge. It makes me want to do the baby food challenge again. Actually, no, it makes me want to do the Bean Boozled challenge again, not the baby food one. Oh, I laughed so hard, you guys. I hope you laughed today. Did you laugh yet? Our baby laughs all the time, and I love it. It's so much fun. So, all right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.